Good morning and welcome to my new video series called Into the Composer's Mind. This video series is designed to provide some insights into the composition process and to provide some educational components as well. Thank you to the Canada Council for their support of this project. This particular composition is a very special one. It kind of came out of the COVID era idea. By the way, these videos are all non-scripted, so they're going to be a little bit off and on in terms of how I am delivering them, but I'm sure you can put up with that. This particular composition is special to our family. We really didn't have an opportunity to do the memorial for my father that we were hoping to do when he passed away a number of years ago. Most of my family are professional and amateur musicians, so we, and myself as a composer, thought it'd be a good idea to put together a special composition that incorporated all of our musical talents and some of the ideas that we wanted to use to memorialize our father. So there's always a backstory to most compositions. This is one of those works that has kind of been in the back of my head, ruminating, as they say, and quite often your compositions will be in the back of your head for quite a bit of time before they actually emerge onto the paper and then eventually into being realized as a performance. This is an interesting situation where we're going to have to be recording virtually and then putting it all together into a finished product. We're fortunate in our family to have a number of professional musicians, as I mentioned. I have my brother Carl, who is a professional trombone player and can also play euphonium, of course. And he has a friend who is a bass clarinet player, another family member. My sister Mary is a professional violinist and recently retired educator. My brother Jeff is a amateur musician, but plays not to put that down at all. Who plays a tenor saxophone and also plays guitar. I have a nephew, Paul, who is a well-known session percussionist and drummer in the Vancouver area. And I have another nephew who is a singer and performer for a musical stage. Another, my son, who is can dabble in all sorts of different instruments. So it's quite a large variety of musical talent that I can use in this composition. Myself, I'm going to be playing some keyboard and synthesizer material and providing some vocals as well. I also have some other family members who can provide some vocals and some narration. Because this is a memorial for my father, who was a World War II veteran, we're going to be incorporating some of his audio, and into this particular composition as samples in different areas. So it's going to be quite an interesting musical composition and process. So that's kind of the backstory to this whole thing. And it's now time to, figure out what the next step is. Well, one of the next steps is, of course, just to create a blank page, a template with all these instruments on it. I've done that. You may see it in the background on the screen. It's just the blank page with all the instruments listed on the side. So it's kind of the blank canvas that the artist is going to look at. We need to, as myself as composer, I've kind of thought about this quite a bit as to where some of the musical material will come from. I sometimes like to incorporate some traditional melodies or tunes, or in this case, I'm going to be utilizing some Gregorian chant, some chant melodies as the basis for our melodic material. Why is that? Well, my father, myself, I spent several years in the seminary training to be a priest, and have utilized Gregorian chant in quite a few of compositions in the past. And my father and I have had lots of interesting discussions about religion and faith and God and how it's all related into the creation of our universe, etc., etc. So I decided that I would start this particular melodic process using a Gregorian chant. So this is the Gregorian chant book that used to be used all the time in the church and in the seminary. Of course, some people still use it, the Liber Usualis, and it's all chants from the 8th century right up to maybe the 15th, 16th century, and incorporates, of course, the Latin text. And it's all written in the old chant notation. So there's an awful lot of chants in here. So how to choose? Well, I decided to go to the a chant for on my father's birthday. There are different chants associated with each day and each celebration, each feast. And this was interesting because it actually the date was July, and it was to celebrate the Saint Cyril, and I realized, that's what one of my father's middle names is, and some of us have taken that as a middle name as well. So I don't know if there was a connection there, but somehow I think there might have been in the selection of that name for Dad, and it offers a good opportunity for some melodic material to get us started. So that's just a quick introduction to what's happening. I'll be providing some updates each day, and hopefully you'll tune in. I'll be posting these videos, and we'll be kind of just taking you through into the composer's mind, and hopefully you'll enjoy the journey, and we can figure out how this particular piece is going to be realized together. And thank you for watching today, and we'll see you next time.